Brett Connors, and now, if I'm not mistaken, former walk-on, if I'm not mistaken, or is that?
Yep.
How was that feeling to get the scholarship? I've talked to many walk-ons, with just the experience and just the feeling of it. What went through you when you found out?
I mean, it was great. Obviously, when you come here, walk on. That's one of the ultimate goals. You want to earn that scholarship. Just kept trying to work hard and put myself in the best positions, and coaches putting you in good positions. And I know when Coach Chris told me, it was a great feeling. It's just it's what you've been waiting for a while.
How did they tell you? How did it all play out?
Yeah, week after LSU, just told me before team meeting on a Tuesday. It was first day of school. O-line, we went up to the team meeting and pulled me off to the side and just told me in his office, and I went to the team meeting. It's nothing too big.
When it comes to, and then obviously you've earned the spot on team, you're backing up. We have a joke at Bucky's Fifth Quarter, Brett Connors backs up the world, where just different positions of the offensive line. Maybe Chuck Norris on some special missions, but where do you how hard is it to? I mean, obviously you're starting center now too, and so you moved around in so many different roles. Like how do you balance, and how do you different assignments each week, and where you may play, where you may not play? How is that? How do you juggle the different positions?
I think, as of late, obviously I've been starting at center, so I think majority is I've been focusing a lot on center. And then, just here and there, I'll just kind of check out what the tackle's doing. I think it really helped me, last season I did, something similar. I backed up a lot of spots, so I think it kind of helped me, get used to, how I should, kind of go over the plays and stuff. And I mean, once you learn it at center, then maybe you peek out what the tackle's doing, then you figure out what the guards does from there, because it's only one more spot left. And I think it definitely just takes just a little bit more time just looking at the plays, but just trying to learn one position first and then go from there.
What in terms of, you faced 2 out of 3 weeks, you faced the number 3, number 2 teams in the nation, go to the big house, and then you come home for Camp Randall against Ohio State. Just what's the emotions that go through you when you're playing in these big state games and and working your way up, and now you're starting and making a big impact?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we treat every week here as a big game. Obviously, there's a little bit more tension around the Ohio States, the Michigan States, Michigans, but I think I just try to focus on it just being a game, because when you really boil it down, that's all it is. It's just a game. So I think you just got to kind of go in with that mentality and just prepare for the opponent the best you can.
When you have, what have you seen out of Iowa, for that matter, heading this week? Big rivalry game, trying to win back the trophy. What's going? What have you seen on film from them?
They're definitely a tough-nosed Big Ten defense. They got some big guys inside. Some guys will play the run well. They got some playmakers at the back end. So I think it's typical Big Ten kind of game is going to be some smash mouth football we're going to have to play. So that's what I've seen on film at least.
Have you seen anything in particular on that defensive line as a center in terms of assignments?
I mean, they're just real consistent guys. I mean, they play the tilt nose, so that whoever it is, it's either 99 Bazata or 67 Johnson. It's going to be on you, and they play tight. So I think it's just going to be a real fundamental game, trying to get hat placement, hands. So I think they're just going to play it real stout on the inside.
And then just with the other linemen, how's Michael Dieter helped you with that transition? In center and working with them. Obviously, he's played both left guard and center, and then but also seeing what the other guys are doing with Mike Hoy, John Dietzen, and even David Edwards getting some snaps last week too.
I think Dieter's been a big help ever since Michigan State week. Just kind of helping. It's kind of nice having Dieter right there. He played center obviously for the first half of the season, and so I mean sometimes if we have a call, kind of we can look at each other and. He might say we should run like this, and we'll run like that, or most of the time I'm calling it. So it's been great having those guys there helping out. Big thanks to Dan Bolts too. I'm always picking his brain during practice, so I think it's been real helpful for guys like that to help.
Excellent.